welcome to SCSRA. The next gens are back. Somewhere along here, I lost one of my screens. It's been a heck of a night. It's been going a little bit crazy. But you know what? It's coming along. Tonight, we have the Duels of Daytona. We're going to have two heats for you. Two 35-lap heats. Mr. Butchino informed me it's going to be a quick night, and I said, 2 35-lap heats? I don't think so, bud. I think it's going to be a great night. But we're ready for it. And we're about 7 minutes away. These guys are going out qualifying. So, like always, I want to at least get into the national anthem. We got us a long one over here at the new SCSRA. Definitely appreciate them having me come over here. And we're going to get to it real quick. Some different graphics going for y'all.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to remain the name of the brave. We are the USA. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the USA. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the
All right, national anthem over. Now let's get on here to some qualifying. We got about 3 minutes left. And I'll tell you what, if you take a look at some of those names up top, they don't look familiar. These boys did good in the offseason with some recruitment, and we got us a full field tonight, and it is Daytona Duels. Welcome to some chaos, and I'm glad to be back and ready to be here. I do have old Robert Duvendak. He's in the booth. Let me unmute him. He's actually opted. He's going to drive this season, be our on-track announcer. He's going to help us out, give us some views, let us know how the track's going. But he's here in the booth. He's unmuted. So I get a little bit of help this season. I do want to try to fix. Let me see, what else do I have going on tonight? If I go look at... Well, it looks like... There he is. Old David Hartney. Hanging out. Can't hear him, but there he is in all his glory. He will be here with our one driver cam selected, so he may get himself a lot of air. Don't be doing anything too crazy over there. I was in a meeting earlier today, and I looked up, and Hartney had already joined, and kind of scared the crap out of me a little bit. I did not expect to see him. But what we'll do is we'll get rid of Mr. Hartney here. And then we got Potato. Duvendak doesn't really like Potato, but he's my new mascot, and he's going to be here all season, broadcasting with us. I don't know if his name is going to stick as Potato, by the way. I don't know. Rob, what do you think?
I don't know. It looks like a foot, too, so we always go with the foot.
Oh, the old foot. You can't go wrong with that, I'll tell you what. Oh, I just put up the old Devs, who is our main sponsor of the duels. And also main sponsor of the league. So thank you to Dev Sports Cards. Man, 59 seconds to go. Well, the way this is going to work is you're going to have evens one heat odds in the next. Duvendak, where are you sitting at right now? Let's take a look. You looking at a second heat or a first heat?
I'm looking at first heat right now, so we'll see. There's still got 45 seconds here to go.
All right. You may be right on track right away. And you know what? I'm excited for that. It could be a little bit of chaos out there, and I'm really excited for all that. We're going to start this season off right. Last night's truck race, I guess it was really clean, and everything went well. They've got a bunch of new drivers. This league has been busy the last couple weeks. I think it's only been 3 weeks, maybe a month, and I feel like we just ended yesterday. So, glad to be back and glad to see a full field. This is going to be exciting. But we are going to head into Heat 1, I believe. And let's head to the most famous words.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Well, I'll tell you what. I just noticed it because I see my teammate Duvendak's car out there. What in the... Did you just like copy paste some 9s on there? You just had to add that extra one. Didn't really have much time. Threw it on real quick, bud.
I don't know. It must be something wrong on your end because it looks beautiful on my end.
I don't know. I see 999 and it might be iRacing. You know what? I had so many problems with iRacing going tonight. It's probably not hiding your underneath numbers. But that's okay. I am just glad we're here and everything is running, and so far so good.
Now don't jinx yourself.
You're right. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to get out there. Mr. D. Wright, Mr. Devin Butchino, starting row 1. Well, let's get out of there, Butchino. Ashley and Tim Likens, new driver, 3 and 4. Duvendak, next to new teammate over in the ASR, Blaze Richardson. And watch out for that pizza. He was eating it earlier.
Ooh, I want some.
It's definitely me. I have to hide your numbers later. Tyler Powers and Max McCarty. Brother Jake, Cody Early. Not Ashley. That's Cody Early with that Tennessee helmet. They're in a rebuild. Mr. Josh Hall and Ryan Lykin. So we got another set of brothers. You guys are killing me. Jay Vault and Michael Pervolt. They are starting 13th and 14th. Matt Allen, William Tithoff, 15th, 16th. And Brock Salvati coming in the back, 17th. I'll tell you what, normally we're through the grid pretty quick. Not today, buddy. Not with this field going. Let me get these engines cranked. As you guys are coming around. A little bit of super speedway racing to start things. I mean, at least you're kind of in your comfort zone. You might be able to find a little help out there with Blaze. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. This is a pretty big field, so I think strategies is going to be there at the end, and then we'll see who we can get with.
Well, and I'll tell you what you're gonna see is you've only got 17 cars out here, so pretty big field, but it's only half the field. Next week is gonna bring on the real chaos as they head to Daytona. And just like that, the first green flag of the season. We are underway. Lykin's able to get out there in front. D-Wright's out there in front. Butchino still to his inside. Devin Butchino running the new threads on that car. Not as bright. Little bit more dimmed down. A little bit. Man, it's sexy. I like that car.
And I'm surprised to see the Highline here fade so quickly. Everyone seems to be trying to get to the bottom. Usually with these cars, you see them up towards the wall. So it'll be interesting to see how this works out as the night goes.
Yeah, I don't think that strategy is going to last too much. I think right now they want to try to get underneath some laps and hope to stay away from the cautions. As we said, it is going to be 35 laps. And this is going to determine the order. 1 and 2 are going to lock into the front line next week. Or front 2 lines next week, I should say. But finishing last here, you're going to start last next week. So next week, we will not have the qualifying. We're in our first wreck. We got about 4 or 5 cars they're involved. And a quick spin going on.
Yeah, we had a checkup here at the front of the pack, and I think it just kind of according its way back there that caused that wreck.
Let's see if we can find out where that happened. And let's see, it may be further back. Oh, right there. About 6 cars back. And you see, it looks like Max McCarty in that 4 just gets into the back of the 23 just enough, and it breaks him really loose, and Hall just nowhere to go. Goes through him. Not too many cars damaged there, but definitely some fast repairs they can't take with them, so... 33 laps, we'll see. See, Jake goes into the pit. You can see he's already used that fast repair. He's on his way out.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like a bad push by second place there in the leader, and it just kind of checked us all up. From my perspective, it looked like kind of from the front on back and had everyone check up. And next thing you know, guys were spinning on the backstretch.
Man, I'll tell you what, it wasn't that big of a checkup, and really, McCarty didn't have that big of a touch, but it was just enough. Richardson head into the pits. Wonder if he caught a little bit of damage. He needs to clean it up. We're going to see. Because he's got a long drive down. I don't know if you saw on the Discord, but Mr. Blaze, he didn't even offer me one. This man's got himself a Blaze Richardson t-shirt.
I mean, not a better T-shirt in the world than your own T-shirt, right?
That's what I'm saying, but come on. You don't even offer it? He knows I'd spend money foolishly on it. I might buy the whole team one for Christmas. All of our cautions, by the way, they're going to be brought this year by Sunbelt Rentals, not Reynolds. Sunbelt Rentals. That's going to be a tough one for me all year. I can see it already. I'm going to keep saying Sunbelt Rentals, and it's Reynolds. And I was like, man, I've heard of Sunbelt Rentals. Well, sure enough, we have one right there in Fort Walton Beach.
It sounds familiar.
It's right down the road, you know. They do all the tool rentals and stuff like that. But our first caution of the season, Mr. D. Wright, out in the lead. Duvendak, sitting pretty up here in third. I'm afraid to kind of watch you, but
I would be too.
we'll try to stay away from you as much as I can. I don't like racing next to you most days. Mostly because you mess with me. I really don't want to watch it. Looks like McCarty, he's going to start 13th here. Blaze Richardson, he's going to move up. I think he's back out. He's in 10th, so not too far back with a lot of damaged cars. They had to go and pit.
And we do have one fast repair here tonight for 35 laps, so that means you get to go. Essentially, you get to go racing. You don't have to sit back all night and just kind of ride.
Yep. Unless you were Jake McCarty, who already had to burn his fast repair. He's going to have to keep his car kind of clean here. It's going to be interesting to see as you guys now go one to go if this high line is going to form a little bit more and they try to go 2x2. It became single file pretty quickly there.
Yeah, it allowed me to move up a couple positions, and it might allow me to do the same thing on this restart, so we'll see.
Nothing more excited, though, than starting the season off with a little bit of Daytona action, and we get it back-to-back weeks. I will take it.
And I get to work with my future teammate, David Wright, up here, so we'll see. And get some little chemistry going here.
You actually are mistaken, sir. You don't get Mr. David Wright. You get his brother. So I was like, wait, you don't get David Wright. You get Joe Wright.
One right, they're all right.
Well, I'll tell you what, and you're going to learn that real quick around here, is there's a lot of mixed last names, and they're all brothers. So they got a lot of brother battles going on. M&M Racing consists of 2 sets of brothers, so it's very confusing over there. They got Merles and McCartys. All right, pace car going away this time. Coming to the restart. Wright going to stay out in front. Duvendak going to be on his tail. Ashley to the inside. He's going to be the first car on that outside line. Speaking of McCarty's, there's the 23 Max McCarty. You've got the 45 of Tyler Powers. He's going to try everything he can to push Ashley out there in front. I don't know if he's going to have enough. That outside line right now is 2 cars. Oh yeah, your 9s are messed up, that's for sure. We need to turn that setting
Your
off.
9s are messed up. Mine are fine.
Well, I did have to uninstall and reinstall iRacing and Panic, so you know what? We are back and going, and we are also green. I'll tell you what, you stop broadcasting for just a few weeks, and you're like, you kind of forget what happened. That is definitely me.
So you're saying it's not like riding a bike?
No, It becomes like riding a bike, but it has definitely been a struggle today. Everything worked and then it didn't. Right now, that outside line failing to maintain, actually trying to do everything he can to stay on that high side. Tyler Powers is now going to drop down, and the high line is going to become single file all the way back. Actually going to stay out in front of D. Wright, was able to clear. Duvendak going to be sitting third, McCarty fourth, and Jay Vaught sitting fifth. Looks like Powers going to come back out. No, it's going to be Ryan Likens popping back out. He's going to be the outside. Oh, and he's actually going to get involved with the 45. Tyler Powers is going to get spun, and the caution is out. Just as I was checking the numbers. The second caution by Sunbelt Rentals. You just got to slow it down. I got it. Let's go back. We were focused on them. Let's see. Let's go back to our 45 right here. See if we can get a little bit closer. Did you see the 45 on the inside, the 14 on the outside? 45 trying everything he can to get some momentum. He's kind of squeezing down. 14 comes down, just not clear. Hits that back corner of the 45, and around they go. Gets hit again and just cleans up. Pizza Man barely avoids. Might have got a 0x there for Blaze Richardson. You saw him come through.
Hope he didn't drop a pepperoni in his lap.
I think he's good, and I believe that might be our second fast repair of the night. And it was. So Butchino had to use his fast repair. Powers had to use his. So Butchino, that other car involved, as he came by and just clipped him. Just nowhere to go. McCarty's already used his. So 3 drivers currently without fast repairs. Let's look at these. You don't have a big field. Let's see exactly how we've started here. Butchino is down 13 as he started on that front row, but our biggest gainer of the night, it's kind of switching right now as it's trying to back out, but Jake McCarty and Early both gained 7 spots from their starting position.
And I tell you what, these cautions coming out so early here has really made this a fuel conservation race for myself. So I've stayed out. You can get almost 32 laps to a tank, and we have a 35-lap race. So right now I'm about a lap and a half short. But it's obviously going to take a hit a little bit since I'm leading. So we'll have to see how it works out here. A couple more cautions, I might be able to save enough.
Well, and I'll tell you what, I think that's why most of these drivers are opting to get single file. They know that it's a one-stop race. It's a quick race, just a one-stopper. I think they're trying to get that single file, save as much as they can, little splash and go if they need it, or take your strategy and stay out.
Hey, looks like I'm the only one who's taking my strategy, so we'll see.
So far. But that's going to make you the race leader. Are you the 99 or are you the 99? What number are you? 99?
Oh, 99999. It don't matter.
It don't matter. There are a lot of 9s on that card.
No, it's just 9.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what. While we got a little bit of caution break, let's head over to our first commercial break of the night. Quick one by Dev Sports Cards. And we're still under caution as we are now 1 to go. Duvidak, your current leader. McCarty, Early. D right. It's going to be row 1 and row 2. Where is Mr. Butchino? Riding back here in 14th. I don't expect to see him back here too long. I think he's going to play it safe. 25 to go. I think he plays it safe, tries to keep the car clean, and then with 10 to go, it's probably go time. We know most drivers, they should be good on gas. At least one we know is not. As they come to the Geico restart zone. Duvidak, McCarty, they're going to go side by side. Will that outside line form? Will it stay?
And I had no help on that restart, and that high lane's all hooked up. They're probably going to blow by me right here.
That high line is coming. You have Cody Early. He's a new driver here at SCSRA to the NextGen series. I'll tell you what, it's going to take a couple weeks for these guys to start getting comfortable with each other. You see it every time a league season starts. But if it's anything like last season, we're going to see some fantastic racing, clean racing. Blaze Richardson sticking that nose into Tim Likens here, giving him everything he's got. Trying to get Likens up there to the front.
I got the M&Ms in front of me here.
You do. You've got the brother tandems. You got both McCartys. And those guys will link up, and looks like Mr. Richardson said, "Hey, Duvendak, I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming down."
I saw him coming fast in that high lane, so I thought I'd let him in. You know, future teammates here. Gotta work with them.
Right now, that 33, the first car, that Tim Likens, he's stuck on the outside. He's got a little bit of help with Mr. William Tithoff, but that's all he has. Everybody else still single filing, just trying to get through this heat race. Maybe push it 5 to go. But you got a little bit of a story going on in the back as you have 5 cars. 5.
Oh, we got third and fourth place up here, dooring each other. We almost had a wreck.
I'll tell you what, that is expected for super speedway racing. But right now, you've got Josh Hall back here with Michael Prevolt, Matt Allen, Butchino, Jay Vaught, and Ryan Likens. They're starting to fall back a little bit. Currently 2 seconds behind the draft. But these McCarty brothers, 1 and 2, Richardson 3, Duvendak 4, Ashley sitting P5, rounding it out. And I'll tell you,
Yeah, we are so close on fuel right now. I've managed to get it down to just over a half of a lap short. So we're going to continue to ride here in fourth, preserve a little fuel here, and see if we can stretch this.
well, and I'm going to try to find our leader, and let me try to find our Josh Hall here. We're going to put a little comparison up. I think we're going to be able to want to see if they're going to lose, if they're going to gain. And we'll see. Right now, that's the distance between them, that 3.8 seconds. That's our leader, McCarty. And remember, Hall back here, he's in this second group. And they're trying to maintain. They're dropping a little bit.
Yeah, so I think they're going to run us down here. It looks like Jake in the lead here is on a similar strategy to me. He's 3 laps more fuel than I have, but he's really back down this main pack here. We're barely getting to that 190 mark right now, so I think Jake might be in a little fuel conservation mode here as well.
Well, and I'll tell you now, they've got that down to 3.4, so 2/10 already shaved off. And the 33 going to hop to the outside. That's going to give that backpack a little bit more help. The
Oh,
33
we got
getting
trouble.
loose. Looks like the 84 just with a bad push. D right. I don't know if he was trying to push him and they just linked wrong, or it just did not go well. And the 33 went right around. I don't know if he got air underneath him and it just kind of cut him loose. We've seen that a couple times tonight. And just like that, the 33 went round and round. So we're going to hide this here, and let's go find Mr. Wright. I think D. Wright actually took the worst of that shot, too.
Yeah, it looked like he just got hooked head on into the outside wall there on the backstretch.
And you can see 84 Wright trying to just push that 33. 33 going up a little bit. Wright kind of keeping it down. I think he's just going to hit him in a corner. Pushed him hard through the corner, and 33 just broke loose. A little bit too much air in there, swerved him around. 33 hit the wall, and then Mr. Wright took the bulk of that shot as he went flying into the inside. Oh, I just did the entire replay, and
In the small screen.
yeah, pretty much. So we'll bring it back to the big screen. D. Wright with this hard collision here. Breaks it up, but there goes the front bumper. Good news is, there's the pits. He's going to go and opt around. He is not going to pit illegally. And pitting this time. Well, with another caution out, we've got 18 laps to go. McCarty, Richardson, Duvendak, and Atchley, still your top 5. That backpack is going to close back up. But we're going to take a minute. Our second sponsor of the night.
It's not very often you find a job where you look forward to coming to work every day.
The equipment rental specialist is a great way to start your career here at Sunbelt. You're the face of the branch, that first person that's going to give that customer that top-notch experience.
The everyday life as an ERS is never the same. Working with outside sales reps, job site visits, taking in a lot of phone calls. So being an ERS gives you a great opportunity to work in every aspect of the business.
When a customer gives me a call, I talk with them, find out what it is they're doing. They're going to have a delivery, ask for their address, get the information they need, how long do you need it for. Whenever they're done with it, they give me a call. I schedule a pickup and service it and send it right back out to the next customer.
We work with anything as big as like excavators, skid steers, to generators, chainsaws. I get a huge satisfaction of just seeing the equipment and contributing to projects.
Once you become an ERS, doors are open for you and you can almost do anything in the company. I was able to learn. That allowed me to become an outside sales rep.
The opportunities are endless, and Sunbelt really promotes from within, so it makes it a great company to work for.
Sunbelt offers a great support system. If there's ever anything you don't know, everybody you work with is willing to help you.
The training we get here is phenomenal. Everyone here is just wanting you to be your best, and they're always helping you learn.
When starting, they were able to help me get familiarized with the equipment and making the transition from my previous role to this role. I was able to make that smooth transition.
An equipment rental specialist allowed me to propel to the position that I am today as an assistant manager, and that just shows how the opportunities are endless.
Sunbelt is really for the employees. There's something for everybody at Sunbelt.
And that is Sunbelt Rentals. Almost did it again. Sunbelt Rentals, our caution sponsor. We got a long season. You're going to see a couple more commercials pop up as the season progresses, I think. Got a few additional sponsors that you'll see pop up on different screens. But definitely want to reach and thank our main sponsor, and that's going to be Dev Sports Cards. And Acres. Well, one to go, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because I think old Jake here is going to leave me up here and hang me out to dry.
Well, I mean, you would think that when the guy next to him has the same last name, but the thing about you'd think, but you know what? That doesn't really fly with M&M Racing. Those brothers, I think, race each other harder than they race the league. There is no love loss when they race each other hard, and it makes this league that much better. So we'll see.
Yeah, we're about to see where his loyalty lies.
Base car is off. McCarty versus McCarty on the front line. Richardson, Duvendak, the pushers. Well, you did a really good job getting him out there, because he's right back down in front of his brother, and Duvendak can be left out there to dry.
All by myself.
Mr. Tithoff, he's going to bring that second group up. Still got about 8 or 9 cars. They're riding back. Devin Butchno, though, I don't think he's going to take a shot to fall too far back. He's on his way up, trying to get past Jay Vaught. You see Dev right there on that outside line. He's going to try to get down and squeeze and clear, and does. Looks like we're going to have a 6 car join that outside line. We got 2x2 racing now.
I think we're getting a huge shove at the front here.
These guys getting a little bit better on that gas mileage. You saw that 127 of Matt Allen pull up. Oh, big move by Tithoff. He pulls up in front of Butchino, closes that gap. Butchino going to dive down with another huge move in front of the 36. So Tithoff and Butchino just going to swap positions on the track.
It's all right. If Butchino can stay at the back, then I know my chances of winning are going to be better. So
I don't think he'll be back there much longer, but it looks like Tim Likens, he is in no man's land, as he has lost the draft, which is such a risk in these next-gen cars on a smaller size field. It's going to be a little bit harder to do next week when the full field runs here at Daytona, but with just a heat race tonight, if you fall too far back, you are gone. Actually, pushing Duvendak.
He's done exactly what he needs to do to keep us up here now. My only concern is I'm burning more fuel leading, so we might need one more caution here.
Well, and if you are sitting as Devin Butchino, you're sitting in that 4th car back. You know you don't have any worries with fuel. You're saving the most fuel out of everybody. You're not the guy pushing the pusher. You're the guy sitting, just riding, getting pulled around the track by 3 cars. So if he wasn't good on gas, he will be here quickly. And he is in great position to try to make a run on that outside. So just like that, he's moved all the way up to 4th. If you thought that the current champion wasn't going to make his presence known here at the duels, Butchino,
you gotta hope.
Butchino back in the top 5. He's stall strategy. He tries to keep it safe. He did have to use that fast repair. Now making a big move on the outside. To the outside of that 95. Is Butchino going to get some help? And he is, as the cars are going to come out with them. Looks like McCarty's. They were in the back. They're going to pop up.
Oh yeah, when you're the
Oh, we got
defending
contact, and we've got wrecking going everywhere. Butchino, though, able to survive. All happened behind him, but I believe that took out a pair of brothers. And the caution is out. Let's check it out. I believe both McCartys were involved in that. And that is not good if you're Jake. He did have to use his fast repair. Let's see if we can get behind these guys. And it happens up front. 3 cars in front of Jake McCarty. You see they kind of just break loose. 1 car comes way down. The 84 comes down into the 14. McCarty almost gets clear, and the 21 trying to save it, keep it straight, comes right back in and just cleans the front end. That was definitely a big one. You see there's the contact. 1 McCarty, 21 going around and round. Oh, someone surviving the grass and able to avoid it all. You tried to kill the pace car. But there we are back under caution.
I'm not saying this is what I needed, but this is what I needed.
You definitely needed it for some gas, and I think everybody now is going to be good as we are heading down pit road. Let's see. There's our pit stops. Looks like Max coming on out. Likens, Richardson, Tithoff, and Wright. Tithoff coming off. Will someone else move? They've got a little bit of time here. Richardson on his way back out. We got tire changing going.
And tell you what, out of the 2 people in the broadcast screen right now, that guy in the bottom looks a whole heck of a lot better than that guy up top.
Yeah, the guy on the bottom. I mean, we're glad he's gone. I am. Now you can start falling in love with the guy on top.
That happened years ago.
That guy on top's pretty good looking. We really need to name this guy. Look, he's even got hands. Look, he got hands now. The hands are the most impressive part. I mean,
I just want to know what he is. That's the biggest thing for me.
I don't know. I think he's a foot. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to put that in the chat. Carlton, where you at, buddy? Hold on. Let me find the actual chat here, because guaranteed someone's rating what he is.
I don't know. He almost looks like a corn on the cob.
He might be. He very well might be. But he's going to be an important part of the team. He's here for the long haul. Oh, yeah. See? That's my bad, Carlton. I wasn't even reading the chat. I've been too busy sitting here trying to figure out life.
Oh, Carlton say what it was?
He will. Watching the first duel. Oh, Cheese is here. Nope, I don't see that right now. Oh, Carlton, I was there early. Carlton, what is this new mascot? As we are about to go green. As soon as we get past the back. Someone's going to know. No. Robert Colvin said at least it doesn't have long to do his hair.
That's not.
Fuzz Yater is supposed to be watching this stream, and I'll tell you what, even the potato has more hair than that guy.
Poor Fuzzy. Yeah, I wonder how you get the nickname Fuzzy when you got no hair.
No hair. Hartney, he turned off his camera. He probably over there sleeping, watching Heat 1 go.
Yeah, it's possible. All right, looks like we've got 2.5 laps to the good on fuel now, so might be able to go racing here, see if we can get this.
Well, I think with 9 to go, I said with 10 laps to go, this was going to start opening up. You already saw about, lap 14, 15, Butchino already making a big push to get back up to the front. They were not going to risk missing on that pack. We did not see the separation like we saw before. And Juvenak gonna get out there. He's got the 95 behind him. 95, though, having a little bit of trouble staying behind you. As someone looks like might have been Butchino trying to get the 95 to go up in front and was not moving. But all is good. Ashley to the lead. Now that you're good on gas, it is push time as the 99 trying to push the 12. See how far he can get out there. And they are 2x2 behind him. Duvendak shoving Ashley. Ashley's got to be clinging to this steering wheel as they are increasing this lead right now.
He ain't the only one clinging right now.
These guys linking up these next gens and just shoving. But because this is the super speedway, here comes those lines as they catch right back up. 36 on the outside line. He's coming with a big search, and Jay Vaught looks like he had a little bit of help, and that help just got filed into a third. Oh, they're 3 wide right now. McCarty, that's not McCarty out there. That's the MJ car is nowhere to go. And just filing. And that's going to break up that second line. Actually, Duvendak, Prevolt, Butchino. Will Prevolt take a shot? Try to go outside, see if Butchino comes with him. Will Butchino try to go up top? He's got Matt Allen behind him. Who's going to work with who? As we have 6 to go. The 12 out in front. The 99999 pushing from behind.
Hey, that rhymed.
It does. That Prevolt, Butchino, and Matt Allen, they're starting to pull away as a little group of 5 here. 5 to go, though. They're not going to sit in this group of 5 much longer. You see behind him, you got William Tidhoff and Blaze Richardson. They're trying to come on a surge. The field trying to catch back up as they enter the backstretch. How's that next gen feeling? Is it getting hot yet?
Oh, it's spicy.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's definitely not the Xfinity cars that we're used to pushing in, and we're gonna have to see how this thing's starting to heat up. We got a car going down to the apron. Are they gonna be able to save it? And everybody back up and running. We are good and staying green with 4 to go. Right now, the field pretty single file. Nobody really trying to make a move. Will they wait for 2 laps to go? They know this car's got a high line run. If they can form it, are they going to try to take it in turn 4, final lap? And we got a little bit of action on the outside. You got Likens popping out. Tidhoff still to his inside. The 127 of Matt Allen. Likens may have come out a little bit early as he's going to file all the way back and have to fall back in behind Blaze Richardson. Three to go, and these 4 or 5 cars, they're trying to get tight. Not a lot of separation going to happen as this pack is going to stay together. Likens did fall back. Blaze Richardson going to be the last car in this lead pack. As we go to 2 to go. Butchino kind of peeking. Blazy trying to push. Will he be able to get Tim Likens up to the front? I don't know if they're going to have enough. They're going to need a third car. Duvendak still sitting here pushing everything he's got to actually see him trying to breathe that car right there, cool it off. Cool off as much as he can. He's got the 95 to his rear. Micro per volt. The good news is nobody to the outside of these cars, nobody to the inside of these cars. Plenty of room for them to poke out and breathe. As for the first time all season, the white flag is out and Heat 1 is coming up to a wrap. Will actually be able to hold off this surge as, well, it looks like we're going to come up on a little bit of lap traffic. This is going to make it interesting. Butchino trying to get to that outside. He's got a McCarty in front of him. But Butchino just does not have the help as everyone had to kind of break apart for the lap traffic. Oh, Duvendak goes with a big move and the field is getting destroyed. And this is going to be interesting.
I made it past the line.
You did make it past the line, but I think everybody's dead. Let's take a look. Is Matt Allen able to become your Heat winner? Who's behind you at this point? Is that the 60? That's Butchino behind you. Where did he go? Let's see if we can kind of get there to the cockpit of Devin. See what he sees. Oh, I'm way too far up. Where is the 68? There he is. And here comes our big wreck. And there goes the session. So,
yes, I believe so.
We are not going to get to that. But what I will be able to do, as this thing all cycles out, and we'll see, is I believe everybody is gridding. But what I can give you is Heat 1. Matt Allen, Josh Hall, Cody Early, your top 3. McCarty, Richardson, Likens, Tithoff, Powers, Vaught, and Atchley will round out your top 10. Butchino, Likens, Duvendak, Prevolt, McCarty, Wright, and Salvati will take 17th. Now, on to Heat 2.
I tell you what, that was one exciting finish there. I really thought I had the race-winning move coming off of 4 there, but looks like I might have just came down a little bit as Ashley was coming up a little bit to cause that contact, but you got to go for it, right?
It's that Daytona lifestyle. You're going to live and die by it. But our second Heat grid is up. Michael Lawrence with an ugly car. We're going to get that updated by next week. That is not the cheese car. The Cat 55 sitting P2. Garrett Fox, David Hartney. Eddie Morris, Brett Merle, Cody Bullock, James Fox. Well, I went a little bit crazy. Let's see. There we go. Drive-off cars. Sharn Hill, Carlton. There we go. Old Carlton. No texting and driving. It's a super speedway. Ugly Bama car, though. Riley Gomes, Jr. Sarah Graham, Brad Young. Trey Spears, Balenciaga. And that's going to round out just 16 cars in this field. I'll tell you what, if you look at Cheese's car, is that orange and green? Is it orange and green, or is it a cheeseburger taking that pole position? I don't know what you see, but I see orange and green.
I mean, cheeseburger sounds good right now.
I mean, normally he's got that cheese car out there, but with everything that happened with my stuff, I'm just glad I can even see racing at this point. Now, once we get green, what I'm going to do is, you know what? I'm going to pull him up in the booth now. I'm actually going to call Mr. D right and Matt Allen. I'm going to bring you guys both up in the booth as we are going green. The Cat 5.5, he's going to get to the outside of Cheese, and we're going to let this race roll, and we're going to get through the interviews with these guys. So, man, I'll tell you what, Duels Heat 1, a lot of actions, couple cautions, some hard driving. How you guys feeling up there? Mr. Ray, how you feeling after that race?
I'll tell you what, it ended a little bit earlier than I like for me, Guy. A little bit sloppy, just getting to know some of the guys with pushing and stuff like that, and a bunch of mistakes on my part. So glad I was able to get out with the pole and the only point tonight, but would have been nice to be there at the end to try to get a W.
Man, but I'll tell you what, I know it wasn't the night you wanted, and you got the pole, so it's going to be, you get that fantastic point. It's got to be tough to you guys coming into this new season. I mean, I'm looking at this field size, and you've got 17 drivers in each heat. Next week is going to be incredible. It's I love seeing the league this big, and it's going to be a great time, man. So I know it's going to take a minute for you guys to get used to each other.
Yeah, for sure. Lots of guys out there, and just, in the duels, you're not always with all your teammates, too. So me and Dev split up from Eddie, and Hartney was running with us tonight. Joe's out tonight. So it's not like a regular race, so to speak, when a lot of times when super speedways, you got to be with your boys.
Yeah, and the strategy kind of goes out the window, especially with the cautions. Everybody was able to get their fuel under caution. You don't have to worry about conserving too much, unless they opted to stay out.
Yeah, this guy.
Like that guy who was praying for cautions in the back. But I'll tell you what, man, the strategy kind of goes out, and right now it's just head-to-head racing, see where you can finish. Next week, though, all strategies going, man. But congratulations on the first pole of the season. I don't think you could have asked for a better start to the season, but we'll clean it up by next week. I know you will there.
Yeah, it'll get better, and yeah. Fast laps out there. There were a couple more even than me that were really, really fast. So there's some fast guys out there.
No, and I think you're going to see that as these teams start to form and they really start to get comfortable. Going to bring in a lot of strategy. But, man, I still want to give you the opportunity to thank your sponsors, man. So as the name says, and I guess Devin says I always say it, so I guess I will, the floor's yours.
Guy, I want to thank you, obviously, for broadcasting SCSRA in the league, the admins, all the admins, and then my guys, obviously, at Morris Customs for that badass scheme on the car, and Dev Sports Cards, as always, a premier sponsor with us. So that's all, and obviously the teammates for sure too. So,
all right, brother. Well, we'll let you get up there back to the teammates. I know you got a few of them in this next heat. I think you got Eddie and Hartney. So.
Yes, sir. Thanks, man. Have fun.
Yeah, man. Have a good night. Man, Mr. Matt Allen, able to sneak past the chaos, man, and take the checkered of the duel Heat 1, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Man, what'd you see out there in front of you? I mean, I can tell you what happened. What'd you see?
I stuck my tail between my legs and just prayed that I'd come out on the right end of it. I'm actually staring at it right now. I kind of wanted to figure out, because it happened so quick that I didn't know how to react to it. I know I saw Devin get a good run, and I was going to go with him, and then I ducked back down because my run didn't generate as fast as I expected it to. So I ducked back down, hoping to get that extra run maybe a little later than what he did, so that maybe I could sneak through. And I don't know if it was just a bad push or a bad block or what it was, but I saw him turn the 99, and then that kind of caught the 12. And as I'm going by it, I saw him kind of coming back down the track, and I looked in the rearview mirror, and I saw the 79 get tagged, and I was like, how did I not get hit? And my teammate Kevin's yelling in my ear. He's like, "Is that it? Did you get it? Just floor it. This is the end. You're all by yourself." I'm like, I can't put it to the floor any faster. And we skated away with a win in duels. I can't even justify it. I've been having issues. I don't know what's going on with the PC, but last night and tonight, in the truck race, I was having issues. It took like 22 laps for it to finally clear itself up. Tonight it was 24 laps of having shuttering issues. So I got to go back to the drawing board and figure out what's going on. But it was funny because I said that to my teammate. I was like, well, if watch me have all these issues for the rest of the race and then come out and win this thing. And we crossed the finish line. I was like, well, maybe I should start saying that more often.
Man, well, I'll tell you what, it worked to avoid that last wreck. You were able to take that win. It's like the fuel kind of just split in front, and you found the hole and went for it, man. So congratulations on that big heat. Glad to see you. Glad to see a new face in the league. And starting off strong with a dual win. So next week Daytona, how you're gonna be right there up in the front of it. So congratulations on that.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm gonna hope it's gonna be the good thing and kind of give us some good luck and keep us out front for at least in the top 10 for the majority of the race, so that we can be there at the end to capitalize. But this is second year with these guys. I had to take some time off due to work, so I'm just getting back into the swing of things. And it was nice I got a hold of Devin. I was like, hey man, I'd like to shake the dust off and get back out to it. And he's like, come on in. You're always welcome. You're technically considered a veteran now. He goes, so get in here and let's run. And I said, all right. And the fact that they were able to let me back and get back here and then come back out and get a dual 1 W, I can't ask for any more.
No, man, you really can't. And congratulations on that big win, and look forward to Daytona next week. But here at SCSRA, I always finish with our interview with the floor is yours. Give you a chance to thank your sponsors, man. So it's all yours.
I got to thank Warpath Graphics for that wonderful scheme that's on this thing. He gave me one last year at Bristol, brand new scheme for the truck, and I came home second place. And then this scheme we've been working on for a little while. We debuted it last year, but it's finally 100% and comes out, and we get a W in dual 1. I got to thank you guys for broadcasting this, because makes it worthwhile to race. Thank my teammate Kevin and Allen Motorsports for capitalizing and kind of help walking me through, keeping my nerves down with this wonderful track that we have and battling. But like I said, I appreciate you guys, appreciate this league. I enjoy running here with these guys and look forward to next week.
Well, brother, again, congratulations, man, and hopefully we get to talking to you more as the season progresses, and hopefully next week. But I'll let you get up there to your teammates, and it was great talking to you tonight.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
All right, Mr. Matt Allen, he's your winner of Heat 1. He's going to start out there in front.
Yeah, he is. That should be my spot.
The old Devtona kicks off the official season. Right now, though,
got ourselves a good racer.
We do, and man, I'll tell you what, that's the Cat 5.5 out there. That's one of my faves.
Yeah, but don't look now. You got these two in a Highliner getting a huge run coming down the back.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a good thing to see Cheeseburger back out here. He's been putting in a lot of time at work, and hasn't done a lot of racing with the league. And just as you say it, the outside line getting loose, but great by that. Actually, is that Carlton on the outside? It was in that Alabama. Hopefully, he Sabins that car later tonight and just retires it.
I see what you did there.
You know what? I'm actually going to take a look at the chat real quick because, okay, good. There. Oh, look at what's that? I tried to. I don't know what's going on there, but Dev Sports Cards answering. And Carlton with some big saves. You know what? Where is he, man? Let's see if we can find him. Oh, he's in here. Welcome to the booth, Devin. I was coming to grab you, man.
What is up, guys?
Man, brother. How about this field that you got going on here tonight, man? Exciting for the league. You can't ask for a better start.
First off, I'm getting over the head flu, so forgive me. I sound awful, I know that, but nothing cures it like some racing, right? I mean, broadcast looks incredible. We've had a ton of people watching all night. I can't thank everyone enough on both sides of it, on the track and in the chat, man. Yeah, I mean, 17 guys in each race. I mean, what a field we have lined up for the 500 next week. I think we kind of showed people what not to do in that first one there. We got all the cautions out of the way in the first one, and I think I'd much rather be in this one because it was just it's a learning experience, man. Like a lot of guys racing with guys for the first time. If we're going to have a little more cautions, we'd rather have it do it tonight, the next one to Wednesday. So,
man, I couldn't agree more, and I said that. It's going to take this large of a field and new drivers and a lot of new names, some older names returning, and obviously some veterans from last season. It is definitely going to take a little bit of time, especially because you guys drive such a variety of tracks.
So, yeah, we put some strategy into that too. I mean, this is our third year with the NextGens, and the first season we did it, our second race was Phoenix, and that went just about as bad as you could imagine just because it's so difficult. So last year we decided, hey, after Daytona, we're going to the 2-miler Auto Club. Went great. I think we had 3 cautions maybe the entire race. This year we're going to Michigan. The race after that we're going to Homestead where we go a lot of green. So we really tried to take into consideration, man, like, you know, give it a month, let these guys still get to know how to race around each other, who's aggressive, who's going to give more, who's going to take more. So a lot of that. If you look, our short tracks are backhanded a little bit at the end of the regular season. So things like that made a big change last year, and we're keeping with it, man.
Man, it's definitely exciting things coming this way, and hopefully these guys keep coming out and they keep working on their craft. Every week we see this league improve more and more, and it's I've said it all along. It's just fun to watch.
It's just everyone's so eager, man. And one thing we did is having that really tight skill rating cap for the league. It's everyone's so close. I mean, there's so many guys that could win week in and week out, and we got massive rookie classes and then new sponsors. I mean, how many? I know I put you to work with the sponsors this season. I mean, we got Sunbelt Rentals. We got America's Auto Auction coming on to sponsor some races. Carlton's coming to sponsor a race for us.
Well, let's talk about Carlton for a second. This man is sponsoring a Do Not Text and Drive.
He wanted the name. I signed off on that. So
I mean, but he should probably follow what he's preaching out there.
I thought Text and Sim sounded a little more friendly, but he wanted the Text and Drive.
Yeah, I mean, this man will be driving on a track and texting in the chat, answering my questions.
Hey, we saw his white flag at Atlanta on these things last year, so if he's going to sponsor a race at Dega, he's going to try and get his money's worth.
You're right, and I don't think we'll see too much texting that night from him, but I'll tell you what, if you go and look, he's always active in the chat. So every time I see Carlton kind of spin out, I look real quick just to see if he's kind of responded to something, and usually there's something there. I mean, nothing's funnier, man. We were on the road course, and he literally just pulled off track just to write me a story. And I was like, dude, go drive. Yep.
I mean, I see him making moves, but in these cars tonight, I don't think he's going to be talking too much to you. These new Toyota noses and these Ford Dark Horses, man, their runs come and they come quick. I mean, I almost hooked Proby on the white flag, trying to get to the outside of him, trying to side draft. But these cars they're a handful. They are so night and day from the trucks. And that's what I was saying. Sorry, Duve, because we made it to the outside. I tried, and then I don't know if the 12 came up from what I saw or what happened there. I think it was just a super speedway deal, but I was trying to get Duve around him. Definitely wasn't going to try and make my move on him if we cleared the 12, but it's just exciting racing, man. These cars are a handful. You can see these guys, they're getting out of shape with some big pushes, but you got to make big pushes to make your way up front. And definitely learned a lot. No points on the line. D-Ray got the only point available for what feels like the 7th season in a row, because he's got he's the 48 Hendrick car in qualifying of Neon. That's the equivalent. But yeah, his cars are a handful, man. I'm really excited to get into some points races next week.
Oh, it's definitely to bring on the big excitement. And I'll tell you what, this race here, they're riding mostly single file. They're making their passes where they need to, but it is good to see old Cheeseburger Lawrence back out there and pushing one of my favorites, the Cat 5.5 and Ryan Gomes. So these two guys just been out in front the entire time, and 85 Garrett Fox, he's up there. There's your teammate Eddie Morris, and Brett Merle's up there. So
completely different strategies too, man. I mean, you got Ryan Gomes, who on our podcast, if you watch, I think he gets the victory lane this season. I think it's a long time coming. You have Cheese, who's just absolutely balling out tonight on a part-time schedule. We've got a rookie that we don't know a ton about of in the 85. Then you got, Mr. Super Speedway himself, Eddie Morris, and then Brett, who's looks like he passed every car by himself, pulling out, side drafting, hopping in, island hopping, as we call it. So it's going to be exciting, man. We got 15 to go already, and blink of an eye on this race.
Oh, it's definitely going quickly. I do believe, though, they are going to have to pit, so
I think that's happening now.
It is.
So. It does sound like it, yep.
Here they
Buckle
are.
up. Oh, boy.
Are we going to see the full field? I mean, you can't stay out. And, they're dodging.
No, we got a couple missing.
Low, and if you're missing, that is not good. But you do have Junior, Young, and Balenciaga. What are they going to do? It looks like everybody came in, but did they hit the cone? Yeah, maybe. As they're on their way out. Oh, we might have a penalty coming. Someone crossing yellow back there.
Hey, Ryan, I don't know if he had a bad pit stop, overshot, or what, but he lost 3 or 4 spots there on that pit cycle.
Yeah, we got a big shake up here. I'm not seeing Cheesy B. Looks like Brett went from 5th to 1st. Eddie 4th to 2nd. That's a couple Super Speedway SCSRA veterans just getting on and off. Riley came out in front with his brother there.
Yeah, old Cheeseburger's going to lose the pack here. Looks like he's all by himself.
And Junior just out here all by his lonesome, holding on to this lead. He's got to come in.
I'm telling you what, with those guys side by side, if Brett and Eddie get hooked up, they're gone, and it's a 2-car race. So we're definitely going to have to watch for that.
Eddie trying to pull it up there and link in. You saw that in the first race with Cody out in front, Duvendak pushing him. They were starting to pull away a little bit, and the field kind of saw it happening and straighten back out, catch back up.
And that's something to be really wary of, because you know how often we get green flag racing in the 500. In the first stage, it won't matter. But in this race, I was in the back, and we lost the main draft twice, and it happens in the blink of an eye. The side-by-side racing in these cars is just so severe. You will literally lose the draft in a lap, and then it's gone. If that happens, the first 5 laps after the stage next Wednesday, and we go green, you're in for a very long, 70 laps or so, not being able to catch the main draft. So you got to make these moves happen and make them happen quick, man.
No, and I said that after that last caution came out, I said Devin is not going to lose that draft again. The good news is you had 2 McCarty brothers up front, and they were kind of throttling down a little bit, trying to save gas, knowing that they were going to need a caution to make it. So it kind of benefited. We knew that you would catch up eventually, but you guys had to stay full throttle the entire time. And thankfully a caution brought the field back together.
Thankfully, hopefully, I mean, as long as this week's or this season's 500 isn't like last year where we had to come back from 2 laps down, and I'll call that a successful 500. But it's been an incredible speed week so far, man. I don't know if you guys caught the truck race, but just great racing. Another great rookie class over there. I cannot stress how good the broadcast looks. Looks incredible. 17 people watching. I see Robert's been in it all night. What's up, Robert? But I'm going to leave you guys here for these last 10 laps. I just wanted to extend my thanks to you guys. I mean, the effort is not unnoticed. It looks incredible. I can't recall another series that looks as appealing as this broadcast does, man. It's incredible. The triple boxes, the double boxes, how you're working in the commercials, all of it, man. It looks stunning, and we do appreciate both of you. And cannot stress that enough to you guys, man. You're a part of what makes the show go on, and we're ecstatic for this season and going forward. So.
Man, I'll tell you what, though, because of this green flag, not a lot of airtime for Dev Sports Cards in this second heat. But you know what? Some good racing.
That's fine. I got 16 more weeks for you to say my name. Give us green flag till the end at Daytona, man. Can't ask for much more than that.
Yes, sir. We'll get it going.
Have a good night, you guys. Thank you so much. I will talk to you guys next week.
All right, man. Have a good night.
See you, buddy.
You too, guys.
All right, Junior still hanging out here.
Oh, man, we got a 6-car breakaway here for the lead, man.
Junior had that 11-second lead and had not pit. He's on that 25-lap stint. Everybody else on a 4-lap stint. Junior probably got about, 7 laps of gas? 5 to 7?
Left? No, he's got less than that. He's on a 26-lap run. He can do about 30. I mean, by himself, he's burning more. So he might be looking at 30-lap run he can go. So in the next 3 or 4 laps, you'll probably see him hit.
Well, I'll tell you what, old Eddie Morris is out there getting ready. He wants that lead spot. He knows Junior has to pit. And they're already 3 seconds closing the gap. So whether he pits now or not, this pack is coming.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think he was just kind of hoping to catch caution there. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to stretch it unless you had 3 or 4. I think we had, 3 in our first race, and I barely still made it, so trying to stretch it out there, I think he was just hoping to catch caution.
Well, and Junior did come in, so he's going to be the last car to come in and pit. That's going to make Eddie Morris and Mr. David Hartney, whose camera disappeared, you're 1-2. Riley Gomes and Ryan Gomes, of course, another set of brothers. I think I'm going to change my last name to Duvendak and iRacing so we look like we're brothers too.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. We just become best friends. Oh, man, I'll tell you what. This is going to go down these 9 laps. Who's going to make the move?
I think you'll see these guys just kind of keep it the way it is here. And I don't know. I mean, you saw I waited till the turn 4 there to make my move with the fear of getting the lead and then having the move made on me out of 4. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys watching that first race and, how I waited till the last turn, see what kind of strategy they come up with and when they decide to make their move.
Yeah, and I think right now, if you're sitting back there as Ryan Gomes, you led most of these laps here tonight. You're sitting in prime position to try to get it back. But Hartney doing everything he can to push Morris around this track. He's a pretty good pusher. We'll see if he's able to push Eddie Morris to victory lane. With the duels, I mean, it's nice to win, start on that front line, but then starting on that front line next week brings its own problems. Sometimes it's better to start the back of the field.
Yeah, if I had to bet my bottom dollar, I think the Gomes brothers are going to stick together here at the end, and I think they'll try to make their move a little bit earlier into the last lap there than I did. So it's all going to come down to what the rookie Garrett does, and there's that Brett Muro back there in that 6 car, the 6th one in line. So It'll all come down to what those two do to determine which pair here at the front are going to win this race.
I think they try to stay 3x3 as they're coming up to 6 to go. I think they try to stay 3x3, and then one of those third cars is going to try to take that run, make it 3 wide. And they may both do it, making it 4 wide, and we're going to see chaos on the last lap. That's what I'm predicting. But you're right. I think Gomes are definitely going. But Garrett Fox and Brett Merle, those are going to be your dark horses. Where are they going to choose to go? I think Hartney's going to stay with Eddie Morris.
I think so too, yeah. Unless he tries to make his move early on, we'll see. It is, like we said, it is a duel, so there's no points on the line. There's no payout or anything, so it's all just to determine where you start next week. And next week's race being so long, it doesn't really matter where you start in it. So going for that win might be what David Hartney wants to do here.
Well, you know what? You know what your heat kind of reminded me of was the Daytona 500 this season, man. I feel like you Chastain there.
I mean, no. I made the move. I made the move a little late, it wasn't on Devin.
You didn't get blocked.
No. 12 moved up a little bit. I came down a little bit, and I made the jump out too late on Devin there. I should have moved it earlier, but I didn't want to do it too early in the turn because then you lose your momentum.
And Devin goes right past you.
Exactly. So I had to wait to the very last second, and unfortunately, I waited to the very last second after the last second. So.
And they're getting around this lap traffic. As they're coming to 4 to go. Let's see, does Eddie Morris, does he try to do a little Chastain action? Block.
Well, I mean, that's his only option at this point. And if he starts feeling like David is going to make that move, he's going to be looking in his rearview mirror a little more. But it's all, I mean, these two are teammates, if I'm not mistaken, so it's all going to come down to what they're saying to each other in their room right now and what strategy they're going with. For all we know, David told Eddie he ain't leaving his bumper. So for Eddie, that might be just eyes out the window at that point and just pedal to the floor and do all he can and let David back there hold him off.
Yeah, I mean, you look up there in Neon now. David Hartney, I think he's part-time Neon. He's normally up there. He does a little bit of everything for this league. Does a lot of race controlling. Does a lot for the league. But right now, you're right. I can't see them leaving each other. Gomes brothers, no. You're coming up to 2 to go.
Well, look at there. You see Miro back there making a move with his, I believe that's what his brother, he said, who's a lap down.
Oh, yeah, that's Junior back there. So he's got his brother. Junior might just become the little wild card here.
Yeah, I think so, too. He's going to stick with his brother. So, I mean, he's got nothing to lose. He's a lap down, so.
Well, and if these cars come up into that second line, that's just going to help these Murrow brothers out. They're going to get a huge run. Looks like they're going to opt, though, to tuck back in so they don't lose this draft, because we know how quick that can happen.
Yeah, especially when they got David up here shoving Eddie for all it's worth. He's trying to keep those front four from pulling. Trying to keep them pulling away from those back three there. But as you can see here, they got a huge run and caught him right back up.
Well, the white flag is going to fly this time around, so Gomes have got to move out. That back line trying to form again. They're trying to get to that outside.
And we see Fox there jumping out, going for it. Oh! We got some contact in the tri-oval.
That white flag's out, so any regs do not matter. We will finish.
If I'm Riley here, I would have dragged the brake, fell back to my brother, got hooked up, and used that big run to catch back up and make a pass. But you see the Muro brothers going high. They're gonna get a little draft off that lapper there in 3.
Let's see if that adds to a big run. They're gonna come up to the 58.
Oh, they're gonna have to get tight. They're gonna have to squeeze.
They're gonna wreck, and they don't. Oh, and they're still wrecking.
Goes the
Gomes going down. And they are going to finish. Eddie Morris 1, Hartney 2, 3, Brett Murrell. I think. It's still shuffling. Yes, Garrett Fox did finish 4th. Riley Gomes 5th. Ryan Gomes 6th. Trey Spears 7th. Bullock, Carlton, Sarah Graham. They're coming across the line now. Sarah Graham going to round out your top 10. Well, no, Sarah Graham going to go up to 9th. She's going to go 10th. Brad Young 11th. Balenciaga, and there goes my results. They are going to do a little extra racing. They said, hey, it's up, so we might as well race. I don't blame them. But we're going to find us a little bit of Eddie Morris here. Maybe. He'll be down here eventually. Well, he takes his time. We're going to hide that. Well. Oh, he's below us. There he is. Hold on, I'm going to bring Eddie up. And I got Cheese up. All right, so let's get rid of that. Cheese, congratulations on getting the pole, man, and welcome back. I'm glad to see you're out here.
Well, I won't be here next week, so I was just trying to steal the pole just to do it.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You definitely accomplished that.
And David Wright got me a little bit, so at least the outside.
Well, yeah, you led the outside, so you started heat 2. We'll take it.
Yeah, I'll give you $20 for your starting spot.
Oh, selling. I mean, he's not going to.
We'll work out the deal or something.
Man, so that's just going to open it up, and you're going to move. Oh, boy.
Anyone listening, highest bidder.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what. I'm glad to see you, though, here and not in the chat. You were in the chat a little bit earlier, but...
Oh, yeah. No, I'll be here for Rockingham and whatnot, and just wanting to play around, see how these new guys are, and just have some fun.
Well, I'll tell you what. This session definitely a lot cleaner than the first heat. You had a little bit of trouble, though, on that green stop, that green flag pit stop, man. What went on there?
I forgot to uncheck stuff, so I ended up taking more stuff than I needed, and, well, yeah, it hurt.
Did you have Blaze down there giving you pizza, too?
Yes, I actually do have some pizza to the side of me, so I'd like to thank Blaze for that.
I'm not going to lie. I'm eating Whataburger, and it's been amazing.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So, but, man, I know you won't be able to make it next week. I'm not quite sure how you made it this week. I didn't even think it was a holiday.
It's President's Week at my school, so I work during the days, and so I'm like, hell, I'm hopping on and having some fun with you guys.
Heck yeah, you got to take every run you can get. Wait, they get the whole week off of school?
It's a weird Northern California thing. I can't explain it.
That is pretty weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're lucky your kids even get off of school. I wish they didn't.
Hey, my kids are getting school off for the eclipse.
That's actually kind of cool.
Well, because in our area, because we're up here in Ohio, it's coming straight over us. So apparently there's like people all over the country coming here from all around. So they want to make sure all the police resources and all that in the city and the towns here are focused on that stuff. And so they were like, hey, we'll just give the kids a day off.
I'm pretty sure it's because it's the generation that ate Tide Pods. They don't want them looking at the sun.
Well, I mean, that could be too.
If I eat Tide Pods, superheroes.
If I eat Tide Pods, can I have Monday off too then?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Just be back. Who just said he's going to be back? Eddie or Cheese?
No, I did. I'm going to get my Tide Pods.
Oh, I thought they did. I'm not even looking. I'm over here, Broad, just looking around, looking at this little fun race going on. I know you guys will probably stick around too. But back to our interview, Cheese, man. Congratulations. Glad to see you up there. Then I'll give you the pole of Heat 2.
Cool. I'm glad I got it, and I wish I would have beat out not Devin, but David just a little bit just to say I got the pole and would be allowed in the All-Star race I wouldn't make, but hey, David got it.
The All-Star race and take the only point for the league he won't be here for.
I was going to try to play spoiler somewhere.
Well, congratulations, man. And obviously we're going to give you the opportunity to thank your sponsors, so it's all yours.
Just my wife, Cheeseburger Motorsports, which is me, so I mean, it's pretty much a one-man show here.
Hey, you need a teammate?
I mean,
he's not a good one to have.
Oh well, you know what? Yeah, he ain't gonna be here for like 90% of the race.
Exactly.
What am I thinking?
You're gonna be holding up the team most of the season.
I'll be by myself anyway.
Oh man, but I'll tell you what. If you check out the broadcast later, you already saw your Cheeseburger Motorsports because you sponsored some races. It's popping in that bottom left corner, so it's gonna get a lot of advertisement.
It'll be a fun race. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, man, you're gonna get a lot of advertisement in that lower left corner all season because you did a little sponsoring. So, but congratulations.
What I can do.
Yep. Well, let me hop over here to our active truck champ. Yeah, not NextGen because that's Devin. I mix them up, but they swap from a year. Eddie Morris getting pushed by Mr. Hartney, who turned off his driver cam, so I couldn't even watch him the entire time. Eddie, welcome to the booth. Okay, good talk,
All right.
Eddie.
Good.
Could be having mic
a few
issues,
words.
maybe.
Man of a few words. I like it.
Yeah, so Eddie, man, I guess we'll just sit here and wait on Eddie. Hold on. You know what the good part is, though? Now I've got this potato-looking guy in the corner, so you know I'm sitting here. Whoa, I got a little mic action.
Can you hear me?
Oh, welcome back, Eddie. I mean, I know you've left Discord before. And I'm like, what, did he just come up to the booth? He wins a race and he's going to leave Discord?
Man, I've been having some issues with my headset, but
shout
I
out
thought
to
I
Hartney.
may have had them hooked up and fixed, but I guess not.
Well, give old Hartney a shout out for those headphones, as he did push you to this victory, though.
Yeah, I kind of, he's the one that suggested this brand and all that, so I can't give him much of a hard time after those awesome pushes he was giving me in that second heat race. So.
Man, I'll tell you what, Heat 2, a lot cleaner than Heat 1, a little bit more single file, got to see a little green flag pit stop, and we said if you and Hartney were able to hook up, you were gone, and as soon as you guys got together, man, just able to push each other all the way through, man. Congratulations on that win, and guess where you get to start next week for Chaos.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Front row because I'm not here.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Cheese.
You're welcome.
It looks like the check cleared, so everything worked out.
Hey, what happened to my check then?
What check?
Oh, Jesus.
Highest bidder.
We weren't
I'm
the
not
same
gonna
one, bro.
disclose how much.
Yep, looks like he's buying Cheese's spot. Duvendak's over here trying to give away all the money to Cheese, and well, sorry, Eddie Morris already paid him. It's over. He's
Hey, I'll
moving
keep
on up.
cashing them until they bounce.
Right?
He's going to be promising Balenciaga the spot, Carlton the spot. He's going to collect all this money. They're all going to show up, and everyone's starting in the back.
I could just charge him half of whatever he gets, for doing the legwork, collecting all the money, right?
That
we work
might
something
be
like
the
that
way.
out.
That might be the way, man.
DM me. We'll see what happens.
So
sounds good.
I'll tell you what, man. We got Devin in Heat 1, so we got the other champ in Heat 2, man. How was it with that new group out there?
It was pretty good, man. Got some pretty good drivers, it seems, for the most part. Of course, usually these races you want to kind of see how everybody else reacts, a bunch of new guys and stuff like that. So that's another reason why the things aren't really for points anymore, because it kind of puts you in a spot, man, if you miss out on those for somebody that only makes a race or two a season and then quits. So, I mean, it's good to get in there and race with everybody. I think we had a couple people still missing tonight. Get them in there, and I think we'll be all right, man. For the most part, I think it was a really good recruiting class.
Man, I think it was a really good recruiting class. You guys did only had a couple recruitment races, man, and I was very shocked when I saw the size of the field tonight. I mean, I've been watching the names come through. I think the great group of drivers you already have and that are returning, I think you're just going to keep adding to it. So this league's definitely going in the right direction quickly. And but right now, man, congratulations on that big win and starting up front at Daytona.
Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we got if GZB misses out, we got 2 Neon drivers on the front row to start that race. D right, the pole. Shout out to him. Of course, shout out to Hartney for all them awesome pushes. Bacino, Joe, we miss you, buddy. Get back in here. It's Daytona next week. Going for a chip, loser. Yeah, man. I'm out here leading this little fun run. This is
Man,
fun.
oh man, we're watching it. We're focusing on man. Duvendak's out there too. What is going on? No wonder nobody's talking to me. Is Cheese out there?
Well, I mean, my wife went to bed, I think.
Oh, so Cheese is out there. Look, I got all three of you guys in the booth, and this is the chaos that's happening. All right, I see how it is.
We made it this far and ain't even got a caution yet. That's
Man,
good.
I'll tell you what. And look, everybody's up there in that general chat. So, man, I might take this broadcast, keep it going, and just bring it on up to that general chat on a muted chat exit.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might want to. Yeah, it should be all right. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, you never really know. But, all right, brother. Well, I mean, you thank most of your sponsors. Who else you got? I know you got. You got them. You got some Morris Customs coming. I know
Yeah,
that.
bro. We got some Dev sports cards. Check them out on eBay. I'm sure there's some kind of holiday coming up. If not, I'm sure they'll make one. So buy your friends, buy your loved ones some sports memorabilia at Dev Sports Cards. Check them out on eBay. Of course, for the paints, Morris Customs. Check them out on Facebook at Morris Customs. Of course, we got the Acres stepping on this season for an associate. I'm in VR right now and I can't look at the list. We've got Intensity on the trucks. They stepped on, so shout out to them. Appreciate everybody that reaches out and sponsors races and stuff like that. It really means a lot, and we do appreciate that. And all the money that we get from that, it goes straight right back into the league, and we have proof of that. And I think that's what made it what we are right now. So I'm really proud of that. Really proud to be a part of that. Yeah, man, shout out to you. We wouldn't be able to go back and watch these things if it wasn't for you and Josh broadcasting Tuesday and Wednesdays. So we really appreciate you guys. Man, I was watching during that first heat race, bro. You worked some magic on that stream, man. It looks sexy. So
I'm
definitely
telling you,
shout out to you.
It's decked out in them that neon green. So
oh yeah,
we got definitely a very colorful stream, man. And you know what? We're gonna keep adding to it, making to it. Even got a little potato with one string of hair.
The potato guy.
I know, man. The tater man.
That's
the
what
tater
man.
man.
I got to be careful though. Here's what I keep noticing I'm doing is like every time I'm listening to you guys, I always put my head back in my seat because I'm sitting in my rig. Well, when I do that, the potato looks like he's boring, and he's decking back, and I'm sitting there swaying my head. My head's going back and forth. It looks like I'm not even listening.
Dude, I thought the potato was just having a potato stroke. I didn't know.
No, that's just what I'm doing, having a stroke over here, just waiting.
That's this guy having a stroke.
Yep, just kind of waiting it out. But
gotcha.
All right, brother. Well, congratulations, man, and we look forward to a great season and seeing you next week out in that front row.
Yeah, man. Looking to feel real good about this season. Hoping to go back to back in the trucks, or maybe me and Dev can swap again. I don't know.
That's it.
So hopefully we can keep going forward with the success from last season.
All right. Well, I'll let you out of here. In fact, I'll move you out of here because you're in VR. But I know you're doing this little fun run. I don't even know where the heck they're all at. They're up there somewhere. So.
Me against all these dev guys.
Yeah, but I'll get you all moved out of here. Go enjoy your race, and I'm going to keep the broadcast up. We're just going to mute the microphones and let it finish off so we get to watch a little fun.
There you go.
All right, buddy.
Appreciate it, man.
Bonus race.
That's right. Bonus racing.
All right. Well, our first stream over here at SCSRA, and I'll tell you what, it went not perfect. We had a couple errors. I'll tell you what, it was working perfect for the last week as we built it as Duvendak just went into the wall. He's probably trying to figure out what the hell just happened as I moved into the stream. But you guys have a beautiful week as we head out, and thank you guys for tuning in. We are going to keep it here. I'll shut the stream down in 23, and have a good night. Next week, Daytona.